Hi there, it's Karen here, and welcome back to Christmas Crafting 2024. And today we're just going to keep on working, getting some of these pockets, or getting hopefully the rest of these pockets decorated, so that in the next video I can crack on and put the journal together, do the cover, get it all made, and we can start filling it with all our goodies. So I have done a bit of preparation because I've got something else I want to do in this video in the second half that is quite important. So I want to get these done as quickly as I can. So I have done some preparation. Otherwise it would have been a, I don't know, hour and a half long video while I'm sitting here trying to decide what to put on some of these things. So let's just put them aside and we'll go through them one at a time. So... right, so I've just got to remember which bits went on where, really. So I've got a whole bunch of things pulled out. So there's this pocket. You remember this one, which had the pointy bit, which I just trimmed off a little bit, I just preferred the look. So we have already done a little bit on this tag. I think that looks fine as it is. I think he's rather handsome. But I do want to put something on each of the rest of the little tags and on the front of the pocket. So let's just pull them out, and hopefully I've got something to go on each one. We can put him aside, put that aside for the moment. Okay, so 4. So I've got a pile of little bits here, and I've just got to remember what I was planning to do. So I think this one was the trickiest one because it's such a bright background. Trying to find anything that will show up against it wasn't easy. So I've got one of the fussy cuts from the, I think it is one was meant to be on here, yes. One of the fussy cuts from the Ginger Journals kit, which I've made smaller. And I think I just need to ink that up a little bit. I haven't done this one. Some of the things I've inked and some of them I haven't. I'll just do a little bit around here. Using the walnut stain that I've used throughout this journal. Okay, I think I'm going to put that there so that it shows above the, hopefully shows above the pocket. And then underneath I've got a couple of, these are some labels that I've bought from Vintage Studio 717. There's some lovely labels that she's done with different various backgrounds and things on them. There's loads, and there's blank ones as well. It's a really nice kit. So I really wanted some more Christmas words really, but I've ended up buying the labels. Oh, that's not being cut very well. It's a bit skew-iff along there. Okay. Do. So there's around the Christmas tree, because you might be, the stockings sometimes hang around the Christmas tree. I've got this one, which is possibly a bit smaller, which says I'm waiting for Santa Claus. Now I do like this one actually. Now that I put it together, I do like this one on here. So I'm just going to glue that on. I think I need a bit of some glue paper. I'm going to use my WI magazine from last month. For gluing on, I think, or maybe I'll just keep it all as a whole thing. Right, so let's just, no, not that glue, that's Lissy's glue. They don't work so well. They're perfectly fine for her, but I don't find they work as well for me. Okay. And so that's going to go on there. I don't think I'm going to put a topper on all these, because I've got a topper on the back one, but I don't think it needs one on all the little ones. I think that's just overkill really. And we're going to put that one on underneath. Okay. Whoops. Yep, so like that. So I've got a variety of bits that I've pulled out. I'm not just sticking with the Ginger Journals kit. I'm almost running out of ephemera, small ephemera anyway from that kit. I don't really like using things twice. So I've also pulled out a bunch of things from, this is a packet from a Tim Holtz packet of Christmas bits and pieces, which I'm dipping into a little bit because I don't remember to use them very often, so I thought pull out the packet, and if it's there I might use them. And there's some of the fussy cuts, which on the next tag, this is one of the fussy cuts from the Stamperia paper pad. We've got to keep bringing that back in, as that's the paper we've been using for some of these pockets. So I'm going to put that on there. I think he's rather smart. I like him on there. I think I might use my wet glue for that, just because there's some really... Oops, there goes my lid. Never mind. Some tiny bits on the antlers, which I thought I might be able to do a bit more carefully. Right, let's pop him on here. I like him. Oops, let's try and get him straight. There we are. I hope you're all well. Are you getting into your Christmas crafting? I'm sure most of you are by now. Feels like I've been doing Christmas crafting for months. Well, I have, because I started making these videos in August. But I've really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the gradual build-up, really. Now I've got to get cracking on my journal. It's like I was a bit relaxed before because I had so much time, and time is now catching up with me a little bit. Right, so what was I going to put on here? Is that going to go on there? Or on, maybe that was going to go on here. I'm not even sure where that comes from. That might have been a Tim Holtz. And then this is another little fussy cut from the Ginger Journals kit. So they're going on there. Right, so let's bring my glue pad in again, my glue book. Yeah, I've had quite a busy week, really. I mean, it's been lovely. It's been a lovely week because a lot of it's been to do with crafting, but not crafting in my craft room. It's been crafting elsewhere. So I was crafting at my craft club, and you'll see the results of that very shortly. That was in Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday afternoon I was making Christmas decorations at the house of one of our WI ladies, because every year our WI contributes a Christmas tree, a decorated Christmas tree, to the Christmas Tree Festival that's held in the church. And I mean, I've only been going, this is only my second year, but I got involved with it last year, and we made some decorations last year. This lady is very crafty, very creative, and she always comes up with amazing ideas for the tree to make it different every year. So last year we had a Scandi theme, and we were making decorations with felt, really pretty things, but only on very limited colours, white, red and grey, and it looked amazing, and I had lots of fun doing that. And this year we're doing it's an African theme, so it's going to be, but there's going to be lots of glitz and glamour and, you know, Christmassy stuff, but we're using offcuts from African fabrics and making beads, paper beads and things. So I went along on Wednesday afternoon to do some of that. Not that I can make the paper beads, because that's too hard for my hands, but I made lots of the fabric decorations that we were making. And that's the tags. Sorry, just carry on, concentrate on what I'm doing. This is the piece from the Tim Holtz, and I just thought I might put that across there. Trim off the endy bit. And put this little label on it, believe. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So that was a really fun afternoon. There's only half a dozen of us, but it was very relaxed and friendly, and it's nice to meet some of the WI ladies in a more informal situation, really, because we have our meetings and everybody's there, and there's probably about, I don't know, 35 people all in a room. And you don't really get to know anybody, particularly unless you go with people that you know. It's quite hard to get to know people who... Oh, I might move that up just a touch so I can get my Not really thinking about the other piece. And I just move this up a tiny bit. Okay, then I can put Believe on slightly underneath. Yes, it was just a really nice little group of ladies, and we were all just chatting and having fun, and it was really nice. And that was Wednesday, so crafting in the morning, crafting in the afternoon. Then Thursday was Arlo Day. That's always a full-on day. It's a lovely day, but it is tiring. And then we had our WI meeting, so we have a monthly meeting. That evening, yesterday evening that was, because it's now Friday morning. And we were making Christmas cards, so we were crafting again. I mean, we don't very often do that. So it's really been a full-on crafty week. But for some reason today, I'm aching all over. My back aches, my hips ache. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, I think it's just too much sitting and crafting, I think. So I'm a bit achy, and it's been a bit of a slow start for me this morning. But it's nice to get back in here and really crack on with some of these things. Right, so we are going to pop these in this pocket. And this one was one that had one of the most amounts of ephemera to add because of all the tags. There's that one and that one. So now they're all decorated. Lots of fun. And we've got our other tag here. So put that to one side. In fact, I'll put that in my box. Where's my box with the rest of them in? So my box is filling up nicely here. Put those at the back. These are all the ones we did the other day. Right, the next one I've got some bits and pieces. So this one had this little kind of tickety shape popped in there. It's got the tag to go behind. So I thought I've been looking for a little snippety piece that I could perhaps put as a topper for this tag, and I thought that was quite sweet. I was just looking through all the ones that I made. I have no idea when I made these, but I've got a real yen to make some more little snippets. So I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to use fabric glue, I think, for this one. Ooh, it's all gunky around the top. Okay. So just glue this on. There it comes, I think. Little sweet little bird. I like the bird because this has got trees in the background, and I thought maybe the little bird. He's probably a robin. It's hard to tell. I don't even know. I think this was on a piece of ribbon that I got in a pack from Rachel at some point. I don't think I've got that stamp. Anyway, that's our little tag finished from the back of that. That's not really meant to go with this. So on here, let's just pull this piece out. I want to put a wax seal on here. Now, I had the wax seals in front of me. There they are. I've got my little box of, these are the Christmas ones. So they're rather nice. I don't know if you can see that. It just says, I think I may have shown you these, North Pole Official Seal. I've done a few gold ones and a couple of red ones. I didn't have a lot of red wax. So I've got to decide whether to put a gold one on, which looks alright, looks nice, or a red one, which I think looks better because of all the little red bits in the background. I think we'll pull that out. So I'm going to just, I mean, it's not doing anything, this is all sealed, it's all stuck down, so this is just a decorative element really. So I'm just going to put this on. This is a bit, I used this a lot last night at the craft club, not craft club, at the WI session when we were making Christmas cards, because I was using fabric, so I used this quite a lot. I'm not really a card maker, it wasn't really my bag particularly, but it was quite fun. that can go on there. And then I want to do a little something with this piece here. So I just pulled out this little piece from the Tim Holtz set, and I thought I'd back it with a little bit of music paper. And put that down there. So I'm just going to ink around the bottom edge, because that's probably the only bit that you'll really see, maybe around the side. Pop that there, I think. Okay. Oops. Let's put this on here. This one. Everything's falling over, as usual. Right, and I'm going to pop that there, I think. Okay. And this can go in here. Hopefully it still goes in. Yes, it does. And then I was just going to add a little bit of rickrack across the bottom here, just as a final bit of bling. I think I felt it needed a little bit of bling. And again, I'm just going to use use my bit of fabric glue. It's pretty effective, this stuff. Really pleased with it. Wasn't expensive. Nothing like Fabri-Tac from Hobbycraft. But it seems to work really well. It's probably best to decant it into a smaller bottle to get the control, because the bottle it comes in is pretty large. Quite a big hole at the top, so it'd be a bit tricky to do anything like this and control it. But yeah, okay, so that's that pocket done. Okay, put you in here. What else have we got? We've got this interesting one that I struggled with these a bit, but I thought, well, I must do something about that. So I'm going to cover these, well, not cover them, but I'm going to put something on them that will just hopefully disguise the fact that I messed up a bit. I've got these Christmas trees that I've got a Christmas tree punch, and I thought I will just put one of those on there. Actually, I want to put a bit more of my ink around the top, around the sides. So I'm just going to pop this Christmas tree on each of my little envelope flap thingies. I'm not going to glue right to the very edge because I think they'll be sticking out a little bit. I don't want it to glue it. I don't want to glue it down. I just want it to be decorative. Just sit in that V shape there. So then I'll pop into that pocket. And I did this wrong because I put my little thumb notch at the side, but I think it's okay like that. Well, it has to be now. But it was supposed to be at the top, but I didn't figure out what she was going to do, so I thought she was going to put tags in, and I thought they'd stick up too much, but of course that's not what she had in mind. I should have had faith. of course she knew what she was doing. I just felt like doing it differently. Okay, just lie that into place. That one's going there. Let's just dab away any excess that squeezes out. Oh, this is quite slidey because the glue takes a moment to really stay put. Don't think I've got any on the wings. No, I think we're okay. Let's check this side. Yep, all right. Okay, and now I just want to decorate up the actual pockets themselves a little bit. So I thought I would use some of the fussy cuts from the Stamperia paper pad because they will go nicely with this. So I've just got a couple of baubles for the top pocket. And no, not the label there. And I've got one of the parcels to go on here. Just to go with what was on the page already. And it's, I mean, they are pretty. I don't know how much, whether they need much more than that, just to give them a little bit more interest. It's always possible that when I come to use this, I'll put something else on there. Who knows? That one there. I don't think I actually inked around it. I don't think it really matters on this one too much. I did ink around the parcel, so I'm not consistent. If I think of it, I do it. If I don't think of it, I don't worry about it. Most things I do. Let's pop that there. Okay, and then put our little parcel down here. Just wipe that nozzle a little bit. Gets a bit gunky sometimes. And just going to put that there. There we are. That's this little pocket finished, I think. And yeah, so this opens. Ooh, got a little bit caught there. Opens like that, and there's your writing space, and writing on the back of these two pockets as well. And then on the other side, we've got a lovely Christmas tree, like that. I mean, it would be quite nice. Actually, what I do want to do, I think, is just do those corners. I think I'll just give them a nice little pretty bit of, I could just corner punch them with my new punch, just because I think that would look nice there. And this one, let's check what's on there. Right, that's the pocket, so I'll have to make sure I punch it firmly. She says. That's it. Okay. Yeah. It's one of those that makes sense once it's in the journal. Makes more sense once it's in the journal. Right, so that's going to go in the box. And we've got one of these ones that we did with using the envelope. These were ones I've made very early on, probably one of the first ones. Let's get rid of those bits. So I just wanted to do some things to decorate down the sides here. So this is our little journal card. A little journal card, let's get that in straight. And then our big journal card inside. He's gorgeous, love him. So I'm not doing anything extra to those because I think they're fine as they are. I just want to make this look a little bit more interesting. So I've got this piece of lovely trim that I'm just going to put along there. I just want to tidy up that edge. Let's do that. And I'm going along that way. All right. Going along there. Just put some little bits of glue under these little scallopy bits. Okay. Lovely. Right, so, and on here I've got, now is that going on here? Yes, I think so. So I've got some vertical Christmas words. These are by the Junk Journal Studio. I've not really used them very much, but I've got a whole book full of them. And I haven't even got them all in yet. Look at this. There's gazillions of them. All different designs and colours. I've still got a little bit of space for a few more that I haven't cut out yet, but there's loads of them, so I really want to use them. So on here, I thought I'd put ho ho ho, because we've got old Santa laughing through his little window there. And then I've put one of these fussy cuts on this corner. And again, I'm just picking out a little piece from the Tim Holtz set, just to put behind it, to show a little bit of something there. I just thought I'd put that behind, so I'm going to do that. It's really good to get some of these things out. I think this little set, the Tim Holtz pack, I think I've got two. My daughter bought me one. I may have bought myself one at some point. And now I've got to check that this is the right way up. It's so tiny. I have to look at it, peer at it over my glasses to see what way up it's meant to be. Yep, it's meant to be that way up. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this lovely looking Christmas bauble on there. Okay. Yep. And then we've got a little star, also from the Stamperia. There are lots of little stars dotted about on the paper pad, so I have cut a few out, and I thought, well, they can come in handy just sometimes as a little extra. And I think that just lifts it, actually, that little piece of, that little star. Let's put our ho 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 on. That there. Alright, there we go, that's that one finished. Gosh, there's quite a collection in here, lovely. Okay, and this is the other window pocket that we've got, with the journal card that pulls out there, with the Christmas tree, a little Christmas tree tab, and then there's little pockety It's like a tickety bit here. Pops in. Let's get it in there. Alright, so that's in there. So really there's not a lot of decoration to do, but I wanted to put something on here. So I pulled out, this is one of the Ginger journals. This what did she call them? Bear with me. Here Comes Santa Claus, I believe. Here Comes Santa Claus, and so they're all Santa Claus fussy cuts. And this is one that I've reduced in size. I talked about that last week when I just put 2 on a page and print them off. And it just gives them a little bit more usability when they're a bit smaller sometimes. There we are. I'm just hoping he fits now. I wasn't sure. Yeah, he does just about, doesn't he? He's not really standing out as much as I would like, but I think he's okay on there. Yep, I'm going to go with him. Put it as far over as we can. Yeah, it's just about fitting nicely on there. I feel like it needs another little word here. I've got this label, again another label from Vintage Studio 717, which I'm going to put up here, so I'll do that next. But I think I'd like something here, which I haven't planned. There's always more that you want to do. I'm going to put that right there. Okay, let's see if we can find something in my word book. Okay. I've still got all these to cut out, as you can see, from the Vintage Studio 717. But I have got some other bits and pieces. Oh, well, there's... that one says Father Christmas. I think we might just go with that. These, I think, are all words from Rachel and Bella Crafts. And they're doing a fantastic collaboration at the moment. I'm really enjoying watching that. I have bought the kit, but of course I already had a kit for this year, so I don't know whether I probably may well want to use it next year and hope that everybody's forgotten about it, so it'll come up fresh. Because it's a fabulous kit. But because I've got all my Christmas crafting planned for this year, well, sort of planned, not sure I'll be able to use much of that kit. But there are some amazing freebies. I think there's more words actually as well. I think these words were probably from the previous collaboration. I don't know if that was last year or the year before. There we go, Father Christmas. Why not? I just need a little bit of paper really for this. We'll have this one. Right, that's that. I think that just finishes that one off really nicely. I'm really happy with that. That can go in my box. Where are we go? How are we doing? Yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able. I need to have a bit of time at the end for my next bit of business. Right, so this is the last one I'm going to decorate. This is the one with the big journal card. Goes in here. And this really needed something, so I've got this piece of ribbon. It was a scrap, so it doesn't go the full length, but I don't really mind that. I'm going to put that down there like that. And I can see what I've done with my fabric. Where's it gone? Oh, it's hidden itself. Let's make sure I get it the right length. Always add a little bit more. Right. Just going to pop that on there. Like that. And then I've got this, another one of the baubles from the Stamp Hero paper pad. Put the glue off. Okay. I'm just going to put that in the middle, more or less. There we are. It just looks a lot more Christmassy now. Whoops. Oh, that didn't work too well. I think I need to use my fabric glue. Should have thought of that. Okay. And I had this piece floating around on my desk. I think this is from the Simple Stories little pack that I bought this year. The big guy. So I'm kind of thinking I might just pop that down there. Yep, I'm going to do it. There we go. There he is, the big guy. Alright, so this one is now finished and ready to go. So I'm just going to clear this lot away and then I'll be back with part 2 of this video. Okay, so here it is. This is the journal I've made as my Christmas giveaway. So I've made this for one of you, whoever might win. And it's just a single signature journal made with an envelope, big envelope. And just in the way I've made loads of journals in the past. And I mean, it doesn't look much at the moment because it hasn't got any ephemera in it or any pockets. I will probably put a few in, but my idea is that you might want to, well, I thought you might want to do it yourself. So I've got a whole pile of all the pockets and journal cards and all the bits that come with the kit. I've been busy putting them together, gluing them up, getting them ready. It's a whole bunch of little journal cards, and also it's a really fun kit. Loads and loads of ephemera with it. So I put a few of them in just to give it a bit of a feel, but I thought it's actually much nicer to do it yourself and do it your own way. I'm also going to throw in a set of numbers, so that if you wanted to do it as a December daily, you certainly could. They're numbers I've used before. Again, they're from Rachel and Bella Crafts from a year or two ago. And I've used them, and they're really good because of the way the design on them. You can emboss them, you can colour them a bit more. I've done all sorts to them. And just to give you some idea of how this could end up, this is my journal. This is my journal from last year, which started life looking pretty much like that, completely flat. And now look at it. I've nearly finished working in it. I've got the last couple of days. I think I've got the 26th and 28th of December to put in here. So I have been, it's just something I've not, you know, I never quite got it finished last year. But it is absolutely stuffed. Just with Christmas memories and, you know, photographs. I think I may have done some of it on camera with you. But this is how I use mine. So I just fill it with all my photos of things that we've been doing. This was last year's Christmas tree festival that I was telling you about earlier in the video. And the tree that we did, and I did some, one of the decorations. And yeah, so it's a really fun thing to do. It's a fun project to build up your build up over the years. So this is probably maybe my 4th or 5th journal, I'm not sure, Christmas journal. So I'm looking forward to getting this year's ready to go. So I just need to get this finished now. This might be a job for this afternoon. Get back and get the last of my photos in. And there we are. So that's my one from last year. And then this is the one I've made for you guys for this year. So I'll give you a quick flick through so you can have a look, see what's inside. At the moment, no ephemera, but there will be because I'm filming this a couple of weeks ahead, I think, from when it needs to be sent out. So I will be putting a few bits in. I should probably add some of the pockets that we've been making over the challenge as well, just to kind of mix things up. So, this is the inside cover. This is all fabrics, just some fabric I had. I think this is all Hobbycraft fabric, but I just love these fabrics for covers. And this front I haven't explained. So this is one of the journal cards from the kit. I thought that would kind of be a good thing to have on the front. I've backed it with a few things. So there's this stuff which I've had on a roll. It came to me in Happy Mail and I've used it a couple of times. It's kind of weird stuff. It's like a sort of a grid. It doesn't lay flat or anything. So, but I have sewn it all around, and then there's a piece of fabric here and a bit of lace here. Bit of sort of old vintage crochet lace, and then another piece of lace that I just found that I'd forgotten I had at the back. So I think it looks quite pretty, all the layers of colour. And then the actual fabric of the journal I think was really lovely as well. And a bit of lace on the spine. So there we go. Oh yeah, good old faithful Rick Rack. Love me Rick Rack. I love a bit of gold Rick Rack, you may have noticed. Anyway, let's go in, and actually, in the end, I have actually used for my front page a piece from the Stampero paper pad. Hadn't planned to, but I just thought it went really well with some of the kit, and it went really nicely here. So I have used that as my front page. And they've got some of the kit papers. I have put lots of lace on the edges, as you can see. There's a piece of what's called Florentine paper, which I've made into a little tuck here. And that's been sewn in. And yeah, I've just added loads of, I've got some things stuck. This is the danger of putting lace on, it sometimes sticks a little bit. I've got this page. And this is a little bit stuck as well. If there's any damage done, I will do some remedial work. I'm used to doing that. I think it's okay. Might need to put a little bit of something here. I will do a little bit of decorating in here anyway, I think. I'll just do some bit of decorating, put some pockets in, but I won't absolutely fit it. This is going to be like what I would consider a semi-naked journal. So there's a bit of old book page here. I think there's what do you call it, dictionary page. It's a really nice kit. So this piece is some dyed paper and I've made into a pocket here. And some of my coffee dyed paper with a bit of a nice bit of decoration on it. This is some Christmas music paper, the Coventry Carol, which I've reinforced down the middle, both sides, with some Christmas washi tape. And this is in the middle. I just thought they were adorable, so I've put them in the middle. And of course it's the same characters as on the front. And then it's just, whoop, now is this connected? No. A little bit of glue seepage here, I think. Let's see. Okay, so there's definitely going to be a pocket here because it's just a little bit torn. So I should put something there and then that'll be fine, I think. And just a quick flick through. Obviously pretty much the same at the back. This one's now a side tuck. I don't know what I did with the other side. I think I just made this page normal page. This one's got a side tuck. And this paper, might want to cover that up. Well, I might put something on here. Appears to be a snake. I hadn't even seen that on the back. Okay. Then we've got a nice red envelope here, ripe for decorating. But I'm going to leave that to you. And to be filled. And to be glued down. I might just glue that down. It looks like it's coming apart. So I might just glue that down. But apart from that. So I will go through and add a few bits here and there. Some of the pockets and a bit of decoration. But on the whole, I'm going to leave it for you guys to finish it and make it yours. So what do you need to do to win this, if you'd like to? Well, it's very simple. All I need you to do is like the video and just say in the comments, leave a comment, say whether you'd like to win it or not. You might just say, might want to just say, oh yeah, that's a nice journal, but you're not that interested in winning it, so you just say, yeah, nice journal, but if you really would like to go into the draw, or just say, I'd like to win this journal, I'd like you to put me in the draw, whatever way to indicate that you are interested in being part of the draw. No matter what you say, as long as it's very clear that you're interested in winning the journal and all the bits of ephemera, and there'll probably be more to go with it, which I will just pack up with it. I just thought it might make it easier to package it up as well and send it out, because I'll send it internationally. I'm not going to make any restrictions on where it goes. I hope I can afford it, but yeah, it'll be fine. So that's it. That's the journal. So, oh yes, and the date. So this will be going up on I wrote it down, the date this will go up, on the 16th of November. So Saturday, the 16th of November, this will go up. And I'm going to do the draw the following Friday on the 22nd of November. So I thought if I do it on Friday, it gives whoever, excuse me, that gives the winner the weekend to contact me. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to keep it fairly short. Otherwise it won't go in the post in time for Christmas. And I'd like you to get it at least early December so you can actually use it. So if I haven't heard from the winner by the Monday, I'll redraw. So please, if you are going to enter into this draw, please do keep an eye on the videos so that you can claim it and contact me. Sorry, I've got a really dry throat today. Right, so if you are interested in winning this, please do keep an eye on the videos on the 22nd. So I'm going to try and get it up as early as I can that day. That's the Friday, so that you can contact me and give me your address. I will put my email address below the video, and you can contact me with your address, and I can get it into the post to you then on the Monday morning. That is the plan. If you don't get in touch with me over the weekend, I'll have to redraw and hopefully get it out a couple of days after that. So that's the plan. I hope I've made it clear. Do let me know if it's confusing. I hope it isn't. And good luck to everybody who's interested in winning all these goodies. And it's really just a thank you to all of you for for being out there and supporting me and making lovely comments and just, yeah, made it worth my while coming in here and doing my videos. It really does make me feel all the warm and fuzzies when you all comment and keep in touch and tell me what you're doing and stuff. I really appreciate it. So I hope this is a suitable thank you to all of you. And I will see you again next week. Yes, I think it'll be next week to start putting our main Christmas journal together. Bye for now.